back for another rendition of Boruto, Two Blue Vortexes, beautiful analyzation. Now, once again, I might have to reinstate to myself, right? Excuse me for a quick second. I might have to reinstate to myself what I'm really aiming for on this channel here, right? Because it's more amazing how awful we could be from reading this story, right? Excuse me, intro. It is your Solar Sensei here, ready to bring you all the beautiful tidbits that need to be brought to you, because chapter 27 was immaculate, totally beautiful. If you didn't grasp it, you missed it, and if you want to grasp it, here you go. Look, like I was saying, I don't even know how to start, right? Because the way you may be analyzing it, it may be crazy. Boruto giving Sumire a scroll from the future, which means either he's there with Kashin Koji and Inojin right now for real, or he teleported right later on in the week, or when Kashin Koji says in a week to a few days he would be arriving, and then Boruto goes to see Sumire saying in a week Mamushi should be coming. What does that mean? Who's sitting with Kashin Koji and Inojin? I mean, it's look. I already knew it was going to be a lot of dialogue heavy things happening after chapter 25 because of everything that occurred, right? Boruto coming in, basically helping everybody, then ending up fighting Jura to a stalemate till Kawaki comes in and stops the stalemate, like it just stops and creates the stalemate. Excuse me, I'm rambling, right? Let me slow it down. I really do not understand why people are not comprehending what's going on in this chapter. We just learned that Mamushi can use duplicate, multiply, right? Let's be more funny, right? Division. Once you cut him, he will multiply, right? But you have to take out his eyes to ensure that you're even killing. It's kind of like when Obito had the tail beast under control, and in order to actually get them out of the control or just stop it entirely, or like, let me see, even more definite, right? When the animal path of the pain of the six paths, like, you know what I mean, the pain of the six paths and shit like that, right? The animal path, right? When it summoned the animal creature, which had the whole chakra rods in it and stuff like that, once you cut it, it multiplies, right? This is the same kind of concept, but in order to literally stop Mamushi from multiplying, you have to actually take out his eyes of each one. You can't just do it of one of them. It's kind of crazy, but anyway, right? Go beyond Mamushi, right? Because he's not even living rent-free in my head. It's Jura. But my main thing right now is Boruto and Momoshiki. I think people are not noted. I mean, I think people are correct about it being Momoshiki sitting with Kashin Koji and Inojin, right? But Boruto really isn't there, and we haven't seen him use the Shadow Clone Jutsu at all in this rendition of Boruto, correct? With that being said, why? Right? Boruto must understand the mechanics of the karma to a certain extent, right? To where who really did what? Who really did what, right? If Boruto possibly use Shadow Clone Jutsu that day Sasuke, him, and Code fought. Did Boruto actually run away? Right, or did Momoshiki run away because he understood the mechanics of what was going on in the situation? If Boruto cut on his karma seal and had to run away, in his mind he would see that he's running away, quote unquote. But Sasuke also told him to leave, which is something that Momoshiki would also adhere to, because guess what? I don't want to die today, right? This wasn't the day I wanted to die. I knew you were strong-willed, but this wasn't the day. I saw something back then. I'm going off of the stasis that we get from Momoshiki, that he sees his own future, his own perceived future that he wants to create, that could be brought to him in the present moment, not that it is the definite future to come. Unlike prescience, which presents the 10 possible futures that will come. And then we got, I can go back to the Naruto movie with the chick that had foresight and her eyes changed and lit up, the priestess who had... Look, man. Look. Chapter 27 was going to be a highly dialogue setup, right? Mamushi we're still in setup. I don't think we're going to get like an actual fight until like chapter 30. And this is just me guessing, right? An actual fight to where we're like, oh, these are some real blows being traded throughout this, the 75% of the chapter. You know what I mean? Like, it's wicked. How can I see this? How can I say this? Jura is something that Mamushi is afraid of. 1. 2. Mamushi called Ada Big Sis. Why? Why do you also want to take on her genetic data? Why? Why does Damon not have this ability that Mamushi has? Why? I think those are the harder questions. Who is Bug? Is Bug like their grandfather? It can't be. He's watching. He's looking at half nudity. He's looking at swimsuit model magazines, thinking about devouring Ada. This can't be his granddaughter. I would be so disgusted. And just try it, because this is for the mature audience. Please don't come at me. I don't need nobody with an attitude, right? We're just observing the story and using Law and Order SVU thoughts just to make sure we're concluding this correctly, right? It's just, why call her Big Sis? Because you're just born. But who are you? Who is Damon? Why is Damon not getting older? And if Damon's getting older like Ada is, right, he would be 10, 11. He'd be 10, 11. 10, 11, not 6, 7, 10, 11. Like, I don't, I'm just saying. I don't even know what 6, 7 means. This is what I just hear it, right? I'm just saying ridiculous stuff. Anyways, why is Damon not capable of attacking Ada? Why was Bug capable of explaining to Code what was going to happen and didn't seem as affected by Ada when they released her. Right. And then when it comes to Damon, who is Damon? Why does Ada and Damon generally have the same kind of hair type and structure, right? In the anime, their hair colors are two different colors, and the colorizations of certain things, they're two different colors, but they have that general pink streaks in it, right? I have a theory, right? What if Damon is genetically mixed with Bug and Ada's DNA? Right? This also doesn't exclude him from possibly being affected by her charm ability. Right? And then you can just blow everything I said kind of before I said this part, right? Just kind of like, just keep that in mind, right? If he's possibly affected by her ability, that means Bug had an ability or was implanted with Shibai cells and is a failed experiment somehow. Bug is a failed experiment somehow, or his genetic coding allows him to do stuff like Shin Uchiha, right? We got people in the universe who have chakra adhering abilities, right? They take in chakra and can mold it to their own will, you know what I mean? Even Orochimaru can take his own soul and manipulate it. I'm so positive that there were other people in there that were like Zetsu, not Zetsu. You get me? Possessing Rinnegan ability, not even nowhere near having genetic coding of an Otsutsuki. You understand? Some of you guys are rational, right? And I love to hear it. I love to see you also be wrong, because it's like we're nobody's gonna get the story, and they're also listening to us. If we gotta get backtracked, we will. You know what I mean? Like, you're basically kind of laying the story out for them if you so choose to see it fit, or if the story's kind of already written and it comes out to be that. Don't sit here and down yourself. Just breathe easy. You don't have to be first, right? I'm coming back after a few years and some months, man. I made some videos about Jura, right? And now we're talking about Jura. I'm going to put them out, but it's more of the fact that I've waited to see how the story was going to develop. Part 2 of Kashin Koji, right, is coming, right? That's another video I got coming, right? I might do some more read through. This is more for the understanding audience of Boruto and Naruto content, because I really don't have the time to sit there and read every single negative comment, because it's not that I'm gonna respond. It's just more of like, that is interesting, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, that makes sense. Let me look at it like that, review it, and if I gotta come back and talk about it, I will. Hey, anyways, right? Past all that, like, subscribe, share, comment, let me know how I'm doing, right? But back into what I was saying. Jura's in the middle of the damn village. Mamushi would not dare damage said village, right? With Jura being in the village, he's acting very Kawaki-esque. Kawaki likes to drink the teas and eat dumpling on sticks and I'm married, right? I just wash my face. I tried to put lotion on my hands, and that shit didn't work out, but you know how it goes. Yeah, man, like, Kawaki is damaging, because the ideologies are not there for Kawaki, but it's becoming clearer to Jura. I'm more mistaken on why Kawaki is being led this way, right? But we all kind of know why. I mean, it happened in Naruto, right? Sasuke became like, his resolve became, I'm gonna become the Hokage. He wanted to do what Madara wanted to do in general, right? Like, I'm gonna become the Hokage and I'm gonna change it for my liking, and I don't care about how anybody else is gonna think about it because I'm gonna rule for the next few generations. And yeah, nigga, like, anyways, right? You just gotta like comprehend the space, right? Like, you gotta comprehend like Madara wasn't always all evil. His perspective was just a little skewed, right? Because if he wasn't presented with the Uchiha tablet, what could have changed Madara's mind? And is that person Boruto, right? This is why we got some fan-made thing that they actually liked. You know what I mean? They actually kind of liked, if I'm not mistaken, what I read about the Madara. Is the term I'm looking for OVA or side thing, right? The fan-made thing, right? That Madara fan, it was great. I think that that had to have been a child of or a past version of Sasuke talking to Madara, because there's no way that is not taken into consideration. Like, look at what happened. Madara died, met Hagoromo, was unshackled from this terrible fate type thing, and then was sent back into another dimension where he fought Ishiki. These things gotta be taken into consideration when you're writing a story this beautiful, because it makes no sense why somebody that is a fan could do that and still be kind of on point with what's going on in the story currently. Boruto is about to go back in time. Kawaki is going to cause the rift back in time because Ada, who he was next to, got killed. Right. We already know that Boruto can have visions from other people's perspective. Kawaki is also donning the robe of what he is currently wearing in that past panel. That is not the old robe that he was wearing. That is not the old robe. That is the current robe he's wearing in the future panel of Boruto's flashback back in chapter 70 fucking 70 76. I can't remember right now, but y'all can go fact check. Anyways, but yeah, man, like, it just doesn't make any sense why this story wouldn't go back in time. It's gonna go back in time, and the new cause of it going back in time, and let me say it like this, right? I also have another thought process in the making of Momoshiki being the loop that causes everything, right? How else does he get 2 Rinnegan on his palms? He would have had to became a Ten Tails Jinchuriki, right? And manifested this power, or utilized this because it's on his palms, right? Karma seal. We are also now being told that the eyes matter on the Shinju. You have to take out the eyes, right? Right? Just Mamushi. And we also don't know if he's like the main body of the dam for like in reality, because now we're being told by Amato that the tree is something separate of the Shinju. Like, what you guys for the last 3-4 months, oh my god, right? Like, now you just sound ridiculous, because Jura is not, and this is why he's living rent-free in my head, Jura is not the embodiment of, it's not totally the Ten Tails. He's not totally the Ten Tails. Like I said in the video that I'm gonna, like, it should be before this one. If it's not before this one, it's after this one. But if it's gonna be before this one. Jura is the bottom half. The bottom half of either. I'm not even gonna say either. He's the bottom half of either Jigen Ishiki, right? Because what was this black shit for, right? You have to have mended this part together if you were cut in half, right? So, or because you're taking nutrients from Buddy and now he's just dying and turns into a mummy over time. That's understandable. All this part, right? The intestines, your stomach, this shit, that's understandable. Right, if you're a parasite living in a guy's brain and you don't necessarily need to eat or drink, but why does this nigga even eat or drink if he doesn't need to? Does he just need the feeling, or did his bottom half need to be mended together, right? So that's the hard part, because if Amato was telling the truth about Ishiki getting cut in half, when did the chicken lay the egg, right? This is my theory, right? When I'm talking about my theory, when did the chicken lay the egg? When did Ishiki go into Jigen's brain? When did that occur? Did it occur before? Did it happen after? Did it reoccur every single time? Like, that's where my theory gets broken, right? So I gotta move on to the next one, where it's like, okay, Ishiki came here. We also don't know what kind of dojutsu he had, right? So Ishiki came here while Kaguya was already evolved. Kaguya had already eaten the shibai fruit, a partial shibai fruit, and absorbed the 10 tails that that's possibly Shibai's body. Not only did she eat the chakra, she's partially his body, right? Just continuing, right? Ishiki comes and sees her, she cuts him in half. He not only goes to go get go get him the karma seal and all this shit going on so he can relive. He takes his bottom half and feeds it to the Ten Tails. This is my second theory, right? After being cut down by Kaguya, he takes his bottom half, feeds it to Ten Tails after he implants himself into Jigen, right? From being in Jigen for so long, this part of his body, just like Boruto's chest, right? But now we have a physical manifestation. Why is there a physical manifestation? Because on Boruto's chest, it's not necessary. It's like a tattoo. The karma seal literally took over that. It wasn't no... He's in his brain, right? He doesn't have to literally give up genetic data to fix that. Literal genetic data that you're attached to this guy's brain to fix, which possibly explains this black thing going on Jigen. But what's more crazy is that he has to take chakra from the Ten Tails to even sustain it. Thus continuing my theory with the fact that the legs of Ishiki are inside of the juvenile Ten Tails that was in the damn dimension. Which means Jura is not only his own creature, he is learning to be a literal Otsutsuki in the resurrection of... What did Amato say? Kawaki could open the door to the house as long as he had the key. What happens when there's more than one key made by some psychotic fucking scientist. What do you do when there's multiple keys to this door? Your daughter, possibly, right? Because I'm gonna throw it on a Kevi. Your daughter coming back with Ishiki's abilities, Kawaki possessing Ishiki's abilities, and we don't know if that's his grandson or future Kawaki. That's past Kawaki, future Kawaki. Motto is future Kawaki. He just had to change his name because he didn't want to be found out, and he came from Sanzu Plains and shit like that. Like, come on, bro. Jura, this unknown factor possessing these abilities, because why is there a black cube in the middle? And see, but then I got it. Rewinding real quick. We didn't see Jigen's face. I also have this thing with Lord Jashin, Ishiki, right? Lord Jashin being the actual wielder of the Kokugan. But that would also mean that Lord Jashin is also Shibai. I know you guys out there can figure this out. I had so many videos of shouting you guys out and possibly letting you guys have these little tidbits to make, and hopefully I make it to where it hits your eardrums, but I'm coming for your... I'm approaching your eardrums. I'm gonna be approaching your eardrums really soon, and you're gonna like it. Okay, like, subscribe, share, please. I mean, like, you know, just let me know how I'm doing, because trust, I can reach, and then I can be right on point. It's a lot of stuff that I had in previous videos made that don't count, right? I can just say it, but it doesn't count. That most of this stuff actually came, I was completely wrong on some things, but a lot of things came to pass, like with the whole Matsuri. Oh my god, like this whole fucking this whole love thing, right? And how they're writing these female characters. It's the series it's looking promising, right? Because oh my god, Sakura is a great character. It's just like I didn't like her beating up on Buddy like all the time, or being upset about minor things, or it just didn't make any sense. So I mean, like, Sarada's getting written well, fucking over here everybody's liking Ada now, and it's a lot going on in the story, right? But with the whole Jura thing, the fact that Boruto is searching for this power, knowing that Kawaki is going to end up either Boruto has put Kawaki on a path to turn into the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. There's only one way, because if Momoshiki can't get it, that changes the timeline. That's my whole other thing about Boruto, and Momoshiki being the actual start of the loop, man. I guess this was more a rant on chapter 27 than anything, in my feelings on Jura still, but I gotta, I was all over the place, but I just had to let you guys, I couldn't hold it. This chapter was too good. It was dialogue heavy. It made sense. The context was great. Damon didn't kill nobody. You know what I mean? Damon didn't kill nobody. I think we're happy to say that we're gonna have an Uchiha as a Hokage. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Ada's about to die. That's foreshadowed. Sumire is becoming bolder. These are the great parts of that chapter. You know what I mean? Even though I don't do the shipping and all that, you know, they're 16, like 15, 16, 17. I'm good on trying to analyze all that. I'll leave that to you guys who, you know, have a passion for that. Power scaling. I'm gonna definitely come for some of you power scalers, because y'all underestimate some people, and then y'all overhype some people. I love Itachi, but I'm not, just because he has the Yatamir, I'm not putting him high. I don't care if he's alive or dead. I'm sorry, but Itachi's not that high. I love him. It's not that high on the list. Even though Edo Tensei Itachi will do damage, I can't put him that high on the list. He's dead. It's infinite chakra. We're not doing that. As long as I release the jutsu, or somebody releases the jutsu, he's gone, right? I don't care if he used the goddamn Koro Matsukami to take himself out of that. You still need the other guy to be there to do that. I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like, you still need Naruto to be there to do that. You can't just, I mean, what? He would I don't understand it. I don't know if maybe he could have been away from Naruto and summoned the bird from Naruto to come free him from goddamn shit. I don't know. We don't know. That's a what if, right? He's far away and fighting somebody else and blah blah blah. Like, that's far. So I mean, once again, man, this was a rant among rants that are more to come. Hopefully hopefully I stay on page a little better. Because I'm letting you guys know right now, this is not something I expect to be doing all the time, but I will try and present something for you guys. Man, chapter 27, an amazing chapter. This is your Solar Sensei, and it is now 8:52 a.m. October 22nd, yeah, we out of here, buddy. I'm about to go make me some more coffee and chill the fuck out. See you on the battlefield, man.